get out!
Hello tankers and tankettes, and welcome to one of my replays. This is obviously the IS-4, I'm top tier, and yeah, I don't know if you can see the chat in the game right now, but I was actually platooned with Shocko and Dark Dragon, who are both Circ 2, and on the enemy team was Golden Hook, who is also Circ 2, so there you go. Circ 2s everywhere. So yeah, it's the, oh god, I can't even remember the name of this map. The Gulag map, it's that one. Severogorsk, or whatever it's called. Shocko is in his mouse, so he's got a whole bunch of hit points. I want a mouse. I want it. And Dark Dragon's in a 1390. The enemy team does have a couple of light tanks as well. There's a couple on each side, so that's not actually the best position for a 1390 taking on enemy scouts, because if you flub it, in any autoloader really, it can work out in your favour. But if you flub it, if you miss a shot, then you're kind of helpless while you're reloading. Which unfortunately Dark Dragon is going to find out. He gets a bit ganged up on. You can see he's moved down to E5. There's a T21 there, which is maybe not much of a concern on its own, but we'll see what happens. There's also a 12T that's moving to the flank, but he's not going to last very long. Might just get a catch what happens to him on the camera, which is any moment now, that timing. So I'm looking to try and get a shot. Oh, enemy Yag Tiger. Nice. Hopefully someone else can finish him off. Although it doesn't look like it, which is actually going to be kind of crucial later on. Sometimes it's like there's that one particular player, and of course this is all in retrospect, you know, you don't know how it's going to go, but there's one particular player you think, if only they'd been killed earlier on, this might have been quite a different situation further down the line. Anyway, that 12T is still alive, so clearly my timing is all wrong, but I think we're about to see what happens to him just now. There we go, boom, ammo racked. Oh well. I'm moving over to this flank, as is Shocko, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to comment too much on how this match might have gone. I think actually I didn't play my best in this match. It's going to be an interesting result. I'm maybe giving the game away slightly here, how it ends up, but oh, there's Dark Dragon. Yeah, the 5916 and the T21 kind of ganged up on him, basically. He may have taken hits from elsewhere. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much, though, what exactly does happen. But this is going to be one of those ones where I was thinking at the end, okay, if I'd done maybe something a bit different, but I'm kind of hard-pressed to say what exactly I might have done different. Anyway, let's punish that IS-3 a little bit. He's taken some hits. There's an E75 with me. IS-3, Shocko, and the T32 are pushing up the 8 line, which kind of leaves them a bit exposed from the side, though. I'm not sure I would have gone that way myself in a mouse. The other bad thing is that, well, it's good matchmaking. I mean, it's really good matchmaking for us tier 10s, but the enemy tier 10 arty is the Batchat arty, so that's going to be annoying, because not only has he got the autoloader, he's also really fast. So hunting him down is going to be quite irritating, especially now we've lost both our fast scout tanks. So I'm pushing up a bit on this flank. Golden Hook just happens to be up there as well. This was not at all planned. Myself, Dark Dragon and Shocko were all on TeamSpeak, of course, at this point, so there was some amusement at this development. I felt a little bit bad because, you know, I'm in an IS-4, Shocko is in a Carnarvon. It's not really an equal matchup. I know exactly where to shoot a Carnarvon as well, which is pretty much, you know, not the gun mantlet and not the upper front plate. Anyway, this is not a big challenge for my gun, particularly. Push forward a bit. There we go. Another one into him. He does do a little bit of damage, but I'm up to 1800 already, and this is a nice gun. Now we're kind of fairly secure on this side, but look on the other side. Tiger 2 and the T34 remaining are, even though it's 3-4, I think we've lost that flank, and this is I think that was a mistaken strategy on my part, on our part really. Perhaps myself and Shocko should have actually split up, and one of us should have gone one way and one the other, just to spread the tier 10 support across all the flanks evenly, because at the moment it's a bit too asymmetric, and I'm not sure Shocko's in the best place anyway. Anyway, I'm taking out this Centurion 7-1 because I know he's got He's got a gun I'm more worried about than the mouse gun, to be honest, even though the mouse is kind of, you know, a big tasty target in some regards. So that's why I was picking on the Centurion. Also, the Centurion's a bit softer. Now, there we go. WZ-131, I think so. And there's another ammo-racked scout. This game was all about ammo-racking the scouts, clearly. Now, this is not so good, actually. We're all bunched up here now, and well, there's no point in getting in those guys' way while they're shooting at that mouse. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious that the flank is gone. 5-6, we're still fairly even. You know, we've got a flank each at this point. Okay, bounce on the side even of a T-28 Prot. That's always good. And I'm struggling to reload, but maybe he won't stop there. Yeah, no, he doesn't. And I managed to shoot him and track him, which is very nice. Which leaves someone else free to finish him off. And that IS-3 next to me does. Now, the big problem is, it's 7-7, but we're all over here. They have eyes on this side of the map. We don't have eyes on the other. The enemy mouse is still alive, just about. The IS-3 was in G9, presumably still around there. They can pop out and spot, basically. And artillery is still a factor for each side. T-95, unfortunately, will be spotted, and he's going to be easy prey for enemy artillery and basically anything else that can shoot him before he can get into cover. That's an IS-8 down, which is not good. Shoko is in a bad position right now because he's exposed to the sides. He's exposed to artillery. He's basically just exposed, so it's not a good place to be, not in a mouse. Our arty, I think if I were in our arty's position, not that I would be driving around in a tier 10 arty, I think I would have relocated at that point. He's already taken a hit from somebody, possibly arty splash from the bat chat, because that thing, it's more than it's an auto-loader rather than the punch impacts, but they know where he is, mouse gets him. He didn't relocate at all. So, enemy mouse is advancing. Fortunately, he's advancing with his sides to us, so that makes our job a little easier. I'm up to 4k damage now, which is, you know, that's a respectable result with this gun. 5100 is down there as well, but he's very low health. Well, I say very low health, but he's still potentially a one-shot for the gun I'm packing. But the mouse is has wisely taken cover. They don't have to worry about artillery anymore. They're just beating up on that T-95, who is all alone at this stage. There's nothing we can do to help that guy. Just fire a speculative shot, but I don't think I hit the 5100. It's now definitely tipped away from our favour. It was kind of on numbers, it was close all along, and then we get to about halfway through the match, and suddenly it just tips towards the enemy. And that's why you can't rely on just numbers left alive. Oh, I was alone. Well, I can't remember what the alpha on this gun is. I should, but it was slightly lower than I would have liked that roll anyway. I would have liked to you know, kill that guy with my final shot, but Shoko got him anyway. Oh, there's the IS-3. Yeah, it was all down to our respective tactical positions rather than the numbers of tanks left alive, because after a certain point it just got so that our tanks weren't in tenable positions, if that's the right way to put that. But Shoko is about to die, unfortunately. He survived a lot longer than I thought he would have in that position, but it's now just me and an IS-3, and yeah, they probably can't rush us. Their easiest strategy now is to try and cap, and actually their easiest strategy is the IS-3 spots us and artillery takes care of us. Now, we've both got quite a lot of hit points left, which is very useful. There is a good chance we can defend the cap. They have the superior numbers, but they're not fast tanks especially, so our best bet is to try and defend. Their best bet is not really to rush, it's to spot us for artillery, to maybe try and cap. This mouse, I got lucky with the first shot. I think I went in through his axle and tracked and damaged him, but then he was, I don't know, just behind the house enough that shot at his lower front plate was never going to work. So I'm trying to demolish his cover here. that was a waste of an AP shell, which is... I'm kind of running out of them, so I switched to HE, sensibly. And that time lost there might prove to be critical. We don't know yet. But there we go. I HE the house out of the way, and suddenly the mouse pops back into view because, hey, I've got pretty decent spotting range. And yeah, that one was more in hope than expectation. So he's pulled back into cover again, but he's outside the cap circle now at least. The STI's there. The Jagdtiger is... I'm not sure actually where the Jagdtiger is. We know where he was. He might still be providing flanking cover. He might be waiting for us to make a move, but at the moment the fact that they've still got the tier 10 arty, the fact that the Jagdtiger's still around, the mouse is very low health, but there's... I don't know, there's still a good chance that if we go on the offensive at this point that it won't go well. And also bear in mind the fact that I can't... there's no guarantee this IS-3 speaks English at all. I barely speak English, so there you go. If I go on the offensive and get this guy to follow me, you know, there's no guarantee that they will follow me. And the fact is that we would still need to be... When I say going on offensive, you know, we'd need to go and take out the mouse and STI near the cap, because 2 enemy tanks could cap, potentially, fairly easily, if we're going off chasing down enemy artillery, chasing down Jagdtigers, whatever. That ammo rack, that's the 3rd one in this battle. So that's that batch out arty unloading against us. I'm turning again because somebody else has just snuck onto the cap, possibly the mouse again. This IS-3, I mean... He was a good player. He knew... Well, I would say... It's hard to say. He knew what he was doing, but he reacted well to the circumstances as they were. Now, that was a lucky one. I don't know if that went in through the... Actually, I have just no idea where that one went in. It might have been the top of the turret. But, anyway. So, at this stage, strongly considering looking for the Jagdtiger, but the Jagdtiger's come to us. We are getting down to it on time. It's 3 minutes now. 3 minutes 20, 3 minutes 15. And yeah, this is not so good. It's getting to the stage where actually, unless things go in our favour very, very soon, this is looking like it's either going to be a defeat if they take us or a draw. So I'm going to really chance it. I'm going to try and put one in the superstructure, which is I know is an iffy shot with AP, and I do it, but I take one through the turret myself. So that's a point where having those hit points left comes in useful. Now, unfortunately, the IS-3 also took a big hit, but I know the Jagdtiger's fired, so I go after him. That really didn't need heat ammo. I thought I was going to have to shoot at his superstructure again. Oh, 36 health, yeah. He's still alive, though. Right, he's going to go look for RT. At this point, we're 13-13, so yeah, he's got the speed to go look for RT, and I really need to take out the STI. So he goes the other way. I'm going to go this way. I think RT is... He must have been what he was thinking, because we know where the STI was. So I'm going to cautiously go on the offense here, and okay, he came to us as well. So one in the side, and boom. Took that last bit by... no! Ally has crashed. No! Oh, damn it. Yeah, there's that one ledge over there where if you go over it, like, at any speed at all, unless you're going really slow, you just go boom and take off your health. And of course, he had 36 hit points left. A minute 40, a minute 30. Let's speed this up. There's no way I'm going to find enemy artillery. I'm going to go look anyway, but there's... look at this. Well done, Jedi. Yeah, no, you can't go through there. Oh dear, yeah. This was just... Oh, this was not so good. 6.7k, 6.8k damage on the clock. And it all comes down to the fact that I can't find this batch artillery who can definitely outrun me. We don't have any fast tanks left. It's going to be a draw. And that just sucks for all concerned, but... the fact that we were able to defend to the point where, even though it was 2 versus 5 or whatever it was, it wasn't a bad match in that regard, and it shows what you can do with the IS-7. IS-7? Wow, the IS-4. But yeah, as it was, I was down to my last 3 shells. I still had half my health left, but this was an incredibly close game, and it was annoying to get that result out of it after. It felt like I played well, although maybe I didn't take all the right decisions. But mind you, if it was annoying for me, it was as equally annoying for the enemy Jagdtiger, who at least got the score they would have got if it had been a victory, because they had sniper medal. I did grand total 7,232 damage, which was quite a bit ahead of everyone else in the team. On the enemy team, that Jagdtiger did 8,186, and he had 4 kills. So, yeah, no wonder he got the best score of anyone in the draw. And obviously, with the sniper medal, like I said, that got him the same result as if he'd actually had a win. The next best damaging person on their team was actually the enemy, the Batchat Arty. So that is almost in a way more gutting for those guys, because we both respectively tried to do our best to carry our teams towards victory, and in both situations it just didn't quite work out. If either of the top players on each team had been like slightly less good, or had made a stupid decision, or had gotten unlucky at some point, um, yeah, who knows? It could have been a win either way. But as it was just kind of a stalemate. Anyway, so yeah, this wasn't the video I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to get some test server footage up, but my internet's being especially bad for the last 2 days. I can't play the game at all. I can just about browse the web, and that's about it. I can't do anything else much besides. So on that score, yeah, you can blame my ISP. So if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a comment below. You can hit the like button. You can subscribe to my channel, and of course, as always, stay tuned for more.